Good evening. This is Randy Williams, founder of From Your Heart to the World, a nonprofit container project based in Peoria, Illinois, where we take your donated goods, we sort them, repack them, and then we ship them to the less fortunate people around the world. This is in response to a message I received off of YouTube. A few days ago, I uploaded a video talking about the Balanta people. In actuality, it was in response to another YouTube blogger who had discovered his ancestry was from Guinea-Bissau with the Balanta. And I know Balanta was one of them, okay, from Guinea-Bissau. So I started telling him about what I had learned about the Balanta people in Guinea-Bissau. Again, I will say this. This video is strictly about, it's going to be about the Balantas. What I know, it's not a whole bunch. I mean, I can only tell you what has been told to me from my friends there in Katio, Guinea-Bissau, West Africa. Balantas. Supposedly, which I had mentioned earlier, the general over the army there in Guinea-Bissau is Balanta. And as most news reports have stated, that he's supposed to have spearheaded a coup, and it's not the first one. His statement was, and I don't know if you heard it on YouTube or if you read it in one of the international papers, but his statement was that he didn't want Guinea-Bissau to fall into the hands of outside forces. Remember, he's Balanta, okay, and that's Balanta. Okay, so that little tidbit won't cost you nothing. The other thing they told me about the Balanta people, other than the fact that they're warriors, the men, I can only tell you about the men. You go through a circumcision ceremony, which is really like, it's off the chain, because I'm thinking sterilized scalpel, in a, laying down on a hospital bed somewhere, a lot of lights and all this other stuff. They aren't talking that. They're talking salt water and knives. And I'm like, no. But anyway, let me tell you what they told me. When the Balanta goes into the circumcision ceremony, all right, all of their territory is off limits to anyone that's not Balanta. Okay? They consider this time as sacred, and in their, I would say they consider it most sacred. All right? So no one is to be on their territory during circumcision ceremony. At that time, like let's say I'm going to be circumcised. I'm Balanta. Just that I'm not Balanta, thank God. But just in case, just for example, I was Balanta. I'm going to be circumcised. At the time, like I mentioned earlier, I have my 4 wives. My uncle, I believe it's on my mother's side. My uncle on my mother's side is given more or less like it's not custody, but he's like over me at that time. He protects me at that time. I have to reveal to him any and everybody that I've had intercourse with, whether it's male, female, cat, dog, whatever. I have to reveal to my uncle anyone I've had intercourse with, anyone I've been dating or whatever, so that anybody that I didn't mention, if they come around me during this ceremonial time, during certain times, if I haven't told him about you, for instance, then he has the authority to kill you. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm like, wait. This is 2011. He said, oh no. He said, circumcision ceremony is very sacred, most sacred to the Balanta. Okay, so Uncle has authority to kill people. I'm not going to say it that way, but Uncle has the authority to protect me. No one can come around, anyone causing any problems or whatever, they have to go through Uncle. They are so serious, and this is no joke. It means so much to them, whereas I think it was 2010, the governor, and actually I have pictures, me and the governor or whatever, one accidentally made a wrong turn. He knew they were going through circumcision ceremony and he wasn't headed onto their territory, but he accidentally made a wrong turn. He realized it, and when he went to back up and turn around, it was over. They already had him. They stopped his vehicle and they apprehended him, and they held him, I want to say, for 2 months, maybe a month or 2 months, on bread and water. And everyone that was anyone on the continent of Africa, more or less on the continent, all the Balantas that weren't going through, the Balanta chiefs that weren't going through ceremonies at that time, the Fulani chief, the president, everyone was negotiating for his life. It's no joke with Balanta. Balanta is they're serious. They're serious-minded people. I love it. I love it because of the factor they are. I don't want to say territorial. They believe in keeping what's theirs. In other words, Guinea-Bissau. They don't want foreign forces to come in and take over that country. So they believe in fighting for what is theirs. So they did finally release the governor, and he's alive and well. Thank you. Okay. So they're going into the circumcision ceremony. For all my brothers out there that may have decided to get circumcised at a later age other than, at birth or whatever, when you really can't remember. Woo, you better get it done before you go to Guinea-Bissau. For one. And for two, I got to state this because this is something I found out later, which is really, really a problem. All my brothers wanting to go to Guinea-Bissau to go through the ceremony, no, don't do that. Even while I was there, I was told of brothers that had died, brothers from America that have died trying to go through this ceremony. It's no joke. Okay. They walk you into the water waist deep. All right. The water is coming in off the ocean. You rest your genitals on you put it up on a table that's already there, all right? And the priest comes and he commences to circumcise you while the water is washing all the blood away. Okay? From that point, I think it's about a 30-day ceremony. From that point, you're going through all these different, quote unquote, I guess you say, I'm not gonna say rituals, but there's different processes that you have to go through. The picture on one of my slide presentations of this real skinny kid with a piece of see-through fabric wrapped around his waist and a real funny headband on his head. He had just finished his circumcision ceremony. That's why I'm saying he had 4 wives. that's how they knew he had 4 wives, because the Balanta, you go get circumcised. When you get 4 wives, you go get circumcised. It sounds as if it's a very painful ordeal, and by our standards, and that's something that you really want to, by our standards, it's not very sterile, okay? But it is, hey, they didn't talk of any brothers there dying from these ceremonies, but they did say, a couple of brothers from here have gone over there to go through these rituals and have died. Not just Balanta, but other nationalities of people as well. So that is your Balanta. So if you're Balanta, I believe you're a very strong person. You're very, I'm not going to say, I say Balantas would be considered warriors, strong warriors, and very, well, you want to hold on to your cultural. There you go. Thank you very much. That's my cameraman, my nephew Rico in the back, letting me know, hey, Randy, got to use these words. Okay. Very cultural. So that's Balanta. That's all I have on the Balanta people. And so see, it really is not that much as far as the female Balantas. I wouldn't know a female Balanta if I saw her. Now, I do remember, if you watch the video, let me see, Dying for Health. I think it's called Dying for Health or something like that. It's on YouTube. It's an old video. It was uploaded in, I went over in 09. It was uploaded, I think, in 08, early 09 or late 08. It was uploaded. And on there's a nurse, an African nurse talking, and she says she liked giving birth, or she liked being the nurse for the Balanta woman. She said Balanta woman, they pop their babies out like what was the term she used? But anyway, in other words, their birth is quick and easy, like boop, and there you go. And but that's on I think it's called Dying for Health video. That video also was one of my motivations to do something. Other than my trip, actually I saw the video before I went on my trip, but the video made me want to go. It can't be that bad, it has to be a very old video. After I got there and realized how bad off Guinea-Bissau was, that video and what I saw and heard and experienced told me I had to do something. This is in response to the request to give you more information on the Balanta. I think that's about all I have on the Balanta people. But I want to let everyone know, any and everyone that viewed this video, Guinea-Bissau need all of our help. Anyone that's gone through African ancestry and your ancestry is in Guinea-Bissau, you're either Balanta, Fula, Mende, I can't remember all the different Igbo, or whatever, all the different ethnicities there in Guinea-Bissau. They need us. They said we'd never come back. Once we walk through the door of no return, they said we'd never return. Well, they lied again. We are returning. We can return. And I'm asking any and everyone, please, return. Carry something. Help. They need our help. They need our business sense. We need to go over and open up businesses, show Africans this is how we do it. Predominantly right now, I would say probably upwards of 95 to 98% of all the businesses in Guinea-Bissau that I come into, other than your roadside stands or somebody running around selling peanuts or boiled eggs, are predominantly, most of your businesses are predominantly owned by foreigners. Guinea-Bissau need African Americans to go over and open up businesses. It's not going to be a floodgate of making a lot of money, because there's not a lot of money there. Also, you have to realize, okay, instead of me making $10,000 a year or $100,000 a year profit for my $25,000 or $30,000 investment, need to program myself, okay, the type of business I have, maybe I'm only going to make a $5,000 a year profit the first year or the second year or whatever and stuff. In other words, it's not that drastic, but I'm saying, in other words, you need to not expect so much out of a people whose yearly take home or annual yearly salary is like $800, $850 a year of our money. So it's not a lot of money there. Okay. I say the people, I'm not going to say it's not a lot of money there. Most of the people, the population, don't have a lot of money to spend. There's a whole bunch wrapped up in that little statement there. But they need us to go over and open up businesses. The Chinese are there. The Libyans are there. The Portuguese never left. Europeans are coming in by the droves and stuff. So, I mean, it's like everybody is there trying to get what they can get, except for us. So, along with the Balanta update, now that's all I have on Balanta. All right. I do have a contact, if I can get her to shoot a video. Rashida Ba at Rashida Ba, let me see. Rashida Ba at hotmail.com. And it's Rashida, R-A-S-H-I-D, as in David, A, Rashida Ba, B as in boy, A-H, at hotmail.com. You can email her. She will answer you back. Yes, Rashida is really good at answering people back. She will answer you back. And she can tell you more about the Balanta, where to find the Balanta. I mean, the actual, I guess you say their stronghold. Because the Fulani people I'm adding the Fulani people in here with you Balantas. The Fulani people, even though there's Fulani and Balanta and Katio, that's not the stronghold of the Fula people, the Fulani people. The stronghold of Fulani people is Gabo. And at one point, they had their own currency. That's how strong the Gabo dynasty is what they called it at one point was. So Rashida can tell you where the Balantas hang, where the Fulas hang, where the Mende, the Igbos, and all the other different ethnicities, what villages or what we consider what states these people reside at. So Rashida Ba at hotmail.com for more information. Other than that, this is Randy Williams, founder of From Your Heart to the World, a nonprofit container project in Peoria, Illinois. You can go to our website, www.fromyourhearttotheworld.com, and you can get more information. You can also make a secure donation. We do need your donations. Our number one push now is to send a school supply container, nothing but school supplies and one toy, to Guinea-Bissau, and we're gonna need all the help we can get. We have a 20-foot container that we're gonna try and fill, or not gonna try, we're gonna fill it with school supplies, and we're gonna ship it hopefully around the first of the year. And it will run somewhere around $6,800 just to ship the container. Now there's more cost involved, but just the shipping cost. If we can get the shipping costs covered, we're good. Again, this is Randy Williams, From Your Heart to the World, nonprofit container project in Peoria, Illinois, coming to you about the Balanta people, the Fulani people, Guinea-Bissau. They need us. And 20-foot container of nothing but school supplies. That's what that whole what all you've been watching, all the way up to now. Now, one other point I want to make, and I know I have viewers from all over the world watching this video, but I got to give it to my brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, I love you dearly. If you haven't been through AfricanAncestry.com, please, you owe it to yourself to check them out. AfricanAncestry.com. Dr. Rick Kittles and Ms. Gina Page, contact them and let them run your DNA so you know who you are. Yeah, we're African people. Everybody know that, but you need to know where you come from, where your ancestry lies. AfricanAncestry.com. I have nothing but props for them. Nothing but props. And if you like it, hey, give them a call. AfricanAncestry.com. Dr. Rick Kittles, Ms. Gina Page, they the bomb. They'll hook you up. You hear about them on TV, radio, newspaper, everywhere, because everybody's doing it now, because it's very important to find out who you are, where you come from. How can you claim an inheritance and you don't even know, where to pick it up at? You don't know where you're going to claim an inheritance. Anyway, that's it. I thank you very much for watching this video. And again, Randy Williams, founder of From Your Heart to the World, a nonprofit container project based in Peoria, Illinois. I hope that you have a blessed day. Don't forget to check out our website, www.fromyourhearttotheworld.com. A lot of typing, but it's an excellent website. Thank you very much, and you have a blessed day. God bless you. Bye-bye.